Visit tcgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit TCG Castle for more.
So this is the Greninja deck list featuring a regular Greninja with Greninja Break, a well-known Greninja with the Shadow Snitching for 40, and basically until the end of our opponent next turn, each Pokemon in our opponent play a hand discard pile will have no abilities. Moonlight Slash for 60 or 80 if we decide to grab energy back into our hand. Something new to this deck list is Aqua Shower Greninja, which is the X and Y 162 promo card. It's an interesting card because it can does 20 damage to each of our opponent Pokemon in play, so kinda like it, you know. Sometimes we can just find ourselves in a position that we want to snipe our opponent bench for 20, you know, and throw some shurikens. The biggest problem, of course, is the fact that it costs 1 retreat, so sometimes that might be a problem, sometimes it might not be a problem, it really depends. Then we also have those Greninja-GXs with the Shuriken Flurry and the regular Frogadiers with the Gale Shuriken, so we can add a couple more damage counters just, you know, by evolving. Again, Water Duplicate Frogadiers. What else we have on this deck list are, of course, John Water Shuriken Greninja Breaks. 70 HP Froakies instead of the bubble ones, you know, just because it's harder to get one-hit knockout. One of each Remoraid Octillery, and then we have 2/1 Staryu and Starmie for that Space Beacon for energy recover. Just because we also want to disrupt our opponent somehow, I also decided to go with Escape Rope. Escape Rope is a very nice card, you know. It can definitely disrupt our opponent a lot. By playing Escape Rope, we can simply move from one Greninja to other, and then we can use that John Water Shuriken. Plus, we can force our opponent to switch something in the active position. Some other cards that you're gonna find in this deck list are gonna be a couple Evosodas, of course, with couple Timer Balls and Ultra Balls. No sign of the Rare Candy in this build, so as you can see, this is gonna be a slow step build deck without rare candies. So I also decided to take, in addition to those cards, a couple Max Potions and Rescue Stretchers, of course. Then we have also for the setup 3 Brooklet Hills. Only drop supporters are going to be Cynthia UPR. You know, yesterday in my league I played just a regular Greninja Break with 4 Cynthia and 4 N combination, and it was pretty well. It worked just as it should. 3 choice bands, and then we have 10 energies, which 2 of them are going to be DCEs and the Splash Energies, you know, for that Greninja-GX attack, and of course 6 regular basic Water Energy cards, and that's pretty much it. That's how this, just the consistency, it just looks not to be good. Yesterday I played almost similar deck to this, and it was, you know, very consistent. Really it was, but today, I mean, playing this game online, it's simply not good as in the real life. In real life, when you play this game, you get, you know, much better draw. But this randomly drawn cards makes no sense. It all depends on how good you can shuffle your cards, you know. I mean, I can't even get energy cards. I'm running like 10 energies and I can't draw a single energy. I can't draw a single support. I'm just drawing Pokemons and, you know, just useless Timer Ball and Ultra Balls, which makes no sense in my opinion, but hey, it's how it is. I'm not running Tapu Lele in this deck. I might consider running one, but I'm not running it. Okay, so this looks like a good start. So we have Cynthia available. And again, almost nothing. So I'm gonna throw out this Ultra Ball in exchange for that Froakie, so I can have my Frogadier available for the next turn. And I'm gonna pass. The good thing for my opponent is the fact that if he can find himself double Colorless energy, he can definitely hit some some huge numbers against this Staryu. He can knock him out. But better to knock out Staryu than deal 40 to Froakie. That's always important. Plus my Starmie is anyway in a discard pile. But okay, this time game looks much better for me because Octillery is actually for the first time available. It's in my deck, you know, and he even missed an opportunity to do some damage here. I'm not gonna be greedy. I'm not gonna try to discard my Max Potion. I'm definitely gonna need it later, so I'm just gonna play that in and hope to find energy. And I did find energy, so finally I'm scoring good right now. So that's gonna be a Brooklet Hill play, and it's gonna be for another Froakie. And more than that, trying to hit Timer Ball at least one heads on the coin flip, so I can get that Octillery and put him in play. And finally, deck starts to work, you know. That's gonna be one Water Duplicate, and I'm going to duplicate for only one more Frogadier. But before that, I'll sign off another Froakie. So 2 frogs are actually prized. Wow, that's amazing. No, actually there are not. One is in my hand. Okay, not bad. So for the first time in this live stream, I feel confident about winning a game. And there's the Evosoda for my opponent's side. Well, the main idea of this deck is, you know, just to play with both Greninja BREAK and Greninja-GX. It's just a little bit too much. It's just, you know, too many evolution stages. But I don't know. Some similar list like this one won regionals in, you know, Australia. So it's probably not that bad. Oh, so he decided to swap my energy to my Staryu. Alright, that's interesting. But also good. Because I'm gonna have that Star Freeze, you know, opportunity to paralyze my opponent. He probably didn't realize that Starmie can also do a lot of problems to him. So far, so good. He can't even get in a position to attack. Where on the other side I can start to apply some pressure to my opponent. I'm definitely looking forward to start applying some pressure. This is going to be one energy attachment. This is going to be one Greninja-GX play. So 3 damage counters are going to go to his routes on the bench. I'm going to grab nothing. I'm gonna play a Beazle hand. I'm hoping for that Shadow Stitching Greninja. So I can try to apply some pressure to my opponent. Yep, I managed to score 1. And that's a very important score right now. There we go, Shadow Stitching for 70. And my opponent cannot play abilities. I could also use Aqua Shower and spread 20 to all of his Pokemons in play, but for now I'm just not gonna do that. There is the Evosoda, so it's probably gonna be for his Gardevoir. And it is, but unfortunately his Guardy cannot use that Secret Spring. And right now he actually have a lot of problems. He needs to find a way to get those energies in play. At least he can hit me for like 120 with his Zoroark-GX. The good thing is that I can respond back by my Max Potion play, and that's a very important thing. Meanwhile, I can also put this Greninja in play, so I can have that Aqua about, you know, playing this escape rope as well. So first things first, Max Potion play. I can rescue Stretcher if I want, but I still don't have that Greninja-GX in play. Do I have another Greninja? Oh, I have Greninja-GX in my deck left, so this looks like one pure escape rope to me. Who's gonna get Who's gonna be active for my opponent? Let's see. Who is gonna be promoted? I'm going to grab myself a Starmie. There we go. So I have Starmie available. I can use Space Beacon if I need. Well, by using that Evosoda, that's just not gonna help. It can help for Greninja-GX at least. Actually, for Greninja BREAK. It's Water Shuriken. Guard is not a big problem, Zorak is. Alright, we have Ultra Ball available as well. So we can grab another Greninja-GX and put it in play. And then we can have knockout against our opponent Ralts on the bench. So far so good. Then I can go with another Shadow Stitching as well, and that's amazing. You know, Shadow Stitching for 70. He's under ability abuse, he can't use abilities. Pretty much he can't do nothing. Floatstone is... Escape Rope is one of my favorite tech cards. I really like it, especially in Greninja BREAK deck. People don't realize how Escape Rope is good. With Escape Rope, theoretically in Starmie on the bench, you can use triple John Water Shurikens, and that's just mind-blowing. If my opponent decides to put his Ralts on the bench, he's just giving me opportunity to go for, you know, free price card, and that's amazing thing. Speaking about amazing things, this is gonna be one Field Blower play for 2 energies. Obviously one energy needs to go down to my Greninja, as well as that Choice Band. I can throw one of my John Water Shurikens and go for 2 more prize cards against that Tapu Lele on the bench. I can put even more pressure to my opponent with this Frogadier. Then I can have a Beazle hand for 3 more cards, and then I can play Cynthia. There you go, there is the Max Potion. I still didn't have that energy attachment. Actually, I have attached that energy. So theoretically, I can play one more Escape Rope. I attached that energy to my Greninja-GX, and I made a horrible mistake by doing that. So I'm gonna put Starmie in the active position. That Ralts, next turn I can easily knock him out. Ooh, well, this actually hurts a lot. This Pearl City damaged me so much. It really does a lot of problems right now, but there's a one Secret Spring. Can he find enough resources to get the knockout? That's the main question right now. So he have 3 trades available, meaning that he can find enough resources to knock my Starmie out, but then it will go just back to my hand, so it's not a big deal. Another energy attached from his hand, and there's a trade. Okay, so couple more traders, and there's a Wonder Tank Tapu Lele as well, so he might just decide to go for Guzma. No, he decides to go for Mellow Play. This Pearl City actually shooks me a lot, really it does, but still I think how I can easily win this game next turn. I can snipe for 130 with that double course energy. I'm just gonna need, you know, that regular and double course energy card, and that's pretty much it. So I can snipe his routes. Oh, okay, Field Blower. Do I have? No, I don't have another escape rope available. Well, that can change things dramatically. He decides to go with the Twin Light GX. Okay, still good for me. Still good for me. I can try to Shadow Stitch him again next turn. Unfortunately, I can't. Yeah, I just realized that right now. Okay, so that rescue stretcher is gonna be to recover my Greninja lineup. Then I'm gonna play Cynthia and Greninja Break retains Greninja Break. I'm not sure if you can put Greninja Break evolves from Greninja, you know. I'm not sure if you can put Greninja Break on your Greninja-GX. I think you can't, but we're gonna try. Yeah, as expected, that Twin Light GX is gonna be very powerful, especially, you know, to recover those enhanced hammers. That enhanced hammer actually helped him a lot. There we go. Do I have a couple more Field Blowers? No, I don't have, so till the rest of the game I'm gonna stack with 3 Pokemons on my bench. That's very bad. Well, at least I have that energy available. So I can have that retreat. Let's see, what does the Evosoda say? Nothing, because I don't have Greninja-GX available. A Beazle Hand. Actually, Greninja Break. So many. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. That's the game condition for me. I guess I can try to, you know, discard some of the cards from my hand to have greater chance to pull that double course energy. I'm gonna play Cynthia anyway. And for now, that's it. So, since this Greninja-GX on the bench has energy and it can strike for 130, it can one-hit knock out that Zoroark on the bench. So this should be a game victory for me, as long as my opponent don't try to, you know, again, Guzma, one of my other Pokemons. But he definitely wants to go for a knockout against this Greninja-GX. He only had 1 card in his hand, but that card can easily be traded for 2 more, and then 2 more can be traded for 2 more. Because he have a lot of trades available. He can use 1 more trade. Well, there's a puzzle of time. It will depend if it's gonna be for 2 cards from a discard pile, or maybe just, you know, for something else to rearrange. Yeah, it's gonna be for N. The good thing about that N is the fact that I can Beazle Hand. So, you know, I don't need to worry too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So even with this Secret Spring, my opponent can barely go for like 150. So he desperately needs to find a way to get knocked against this Greninja Break. But in this position, he simply can't do too much. And there's another trade. He can just literally go for like 150. And dealing 150 not gonna be enough for the knockout against that Greninja Break anyway. So Infinite Force for like 150. I still have for retreat. I have that. I have that Beazle Hand for victory if I can find double course energy. And I did find double course energy, so we're gonna go with that John Water Shuriken. And after that John Water Shuriken, I'm going to retreat and knock him out with my Shadow Hunter GX for like 130 more, so that's the GG. And there we go. So that was the first game. Just, I don't know, randomly. If you watch this live stream for the past 2 hours, you should probably know that sometimes it works perfectly, sometimes you draw all you need, and sometimes it just completely bricks. So yeah, I mean, it's just insane. Not sure what to say about it. Alright, so this is also the last game for this live stream today. I'm probably going to live stream later tonight, so make sure to subscribe and click follow. Next live stream is probably gonna be, I don't know, I'm thinking about playing that Umbreon GX with Hoopa. You know, that's just very nice deck, and also broken deck as well. Do I have Remoraid? Well, looks like I don't. No, I have Remoraid, but I don't have Octillery. Looking forward then just for another Froakie and Cynthia play. Well, there's the energy. But that's it. Well, in that case, I'm gonna do something like this. Can't attack at my turn 1, so I'm passing the turn to my opponent. Oh, good old days, black and white era when you was able to attack first. Those days. Okay, so 1 Fairy Energy for retreat, or maybe not. Bridge it for setup. That's fine. Is that Mega Guardi? Yes, it is. Okay, so I need to snipe that Eevee as fast as possible. Oh, he decides to discard my Brooklet Hill from play. Very nice from him. Hopefully I can top deck that Drow Supporter. Okay, double Force Energy. That's gonna be 60. 60 damage play. Not bad, right? Ultra Ball might be for Octillery. Alright. Oh, rare candy. And another Eevee. Oh, so he already put that Sylveon in play. That play GX could be very, very problematic. But I just need that Shadow Stitching and that's it. Literally only 1 card that I need. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's a Second Spring for the knockout. Okay. That's Secret Spring thought. Well, in this case, Greninja-GX is the only Pokemon who can absorb pressure at this moment from my opponent Tapu Lele GX, and that's the only reason why I promoted him in the front. But also because I'm running some sort of Max Potion cards, and you know, I can always recover that Greninja-GX by playing Max Potion. At least I hope that I'll be in a position to do that. Meanwhile, what he can do here is he can play Guzma and maybe even try to play GX and scoop my Greninja and one Frogadier from play, but again, that would be no sense play, but there's a Guzma play, so who knows, maybe he even decides to do that. Or maybe he just, you know, have Secret Spring available with double Course Energy for 90, which is going to be enough for the knock against Frogadier, and that's the case. That is the case. Looks like I'm gonna end this live stream with the feed behind me. And there's an Ultra Ball. Yep, that's the knockout. Okay, so top deck N. Alright, so I hit him with one Shadow Stitching, which means that right now my opponent can go for like 120. Well, there's a Field Blower, which means I'm gonna lose both choice bands as well. If I can survive this turn by not being knocked out, that can potentially be a huge comeback in this game. Because I can end draw 6, get Greninja Break and Energy, and technically knocks out his Gardevoir from the active position. Ooh, there's a Guzma play. Alright, that's gonna change things dramatically. But still it's okay. Still it's okay, he's hitting me for like a 90. Hopefully I can get Escape Rope with that end play. I already used one of them. I wish I have Acerola, but unfortunately I don't. Give me Escape Rope, please, and Greninja Break. Oh, close but not enough. Close but not enough. Okay, so technically he can go down to 2 prize cards. And there's another Field Blower. Still I can win easily this game. Literally, I can still take victory in this game. This Greninja can snipe on the bench hardly. He have 120, which means that with Choice Band, John Water Shuriken, and Shadow Stitch, I can knock that party out. Well, there's a Beazle hand. So he hit me for barely 210. That's not even enough for the knockout. And looking at my deck, I still have that escape rope available. The biggest concern is, what if I miss it? I guess I can do something like this, and then Cynthia play. Actually, yeah, Cynthia play. Escape rope, come on. Oh, so close, so freaking close, but still not enough. Okay, at least I have that Splash Energy, meaning that I can bring back that Greninja and all cards into my hand. The reason why I didn't want to basically shuffle back my Greninja Break and Froakie is the fact that I'm not gonna need them anymore. I'm just going to try, you know, finish this game by simply applying some pressure to my opponent. Okay, so I have Starmie right now. Let's see, Brooklet Hill. Oh, I have one more Greninja Break. Interesting. Timer Ball first. For that Greninja Break, obviously. Oh, cool. Energy attachment. And I'm gonna use Space Beacon as well. And that's gonna be Shadow Stitch. It is a Shadow Stitch. Is this a comeback? Is the comeback real? Oh, there's the N. Ooh. Something tells me that this is gonna be... Oh, yeah, this is definitely a huge comeback. No question about that. Okay, so let's see, he promotes his Tapu Lele in the front. I have Max Potion available, so I don't need to worry too much. I just need to snipe that Guardian on the bench. Oh, interesting. This is a free price card, and this is a free price card. So two free price cards. John Water Shuriken for 60. And I can go for like 130, which is not enough. So I'm in a position to play this Max Potion play. And I need to keep Shadow Stitching my opponent as well. Before that I'm gonna end. So I can end him to only 4. Oh, there's even a choice band. Okay. So Shadow Stitch once again. And I hit for 70. So he's under the ability abuse. He can't draw cards. He can't use Secret Spring. Only thing he can do is he can hit me for like a 60. And that's just, you know, not enough. Not enough for anything important, anything good. On the other side, I have Starmie. I can throw another John Water Shuriken next turn and knock out his top level with my Shadow Stitch. And turn after that, all I'm gonna need is just gonna be a single double Quartz Energy, so I can snipe this dude for like a one-hit knockout, and that's gonna be it. Ooh, Guzma play. Okay, so Infinite Force for 90. Oh, just a Field Blower top deck. So I have Space Beacon. I can discard 2 cards from my hand. Literally, I can take only 1 card, which is the energy card. And I can pay those 2 energy cards to retreat my Greninja and go down to my Greninja break, so I can Shadow Stitch my opponent once again for like a 70 and hope that he don't have another Guzma, but definitely he don't have, because that was the last Guzma play for my opponent. That's it, he can go for like a 90 and I have game here, no question about that. The only thing that can potentially save him is gonna be that FLI GX attack. No, he just, you know, decides to. Oh, that's a huge mistake. Literally, only thing that he was able to do was to FLI GX my Greninja-GXs from the bench, then try to just, you know, go for 90 and then FLI GX and then Magical Ribbon, not the Magical Ribbon, but the Fairy Wind, and he would obviously win this game. But yeah, that's a mistake from my opponent's side of the field. Infinite Force for like 120. I need to use that Space Beacon. This time I have 2 energy cards available. So I can go for 70, that's gonna be more than enough for the knockout. With 1 John Water Shuriken, I can snipe his routes on the bench. And I can grab 1 prize, which might be Octillery, and it is. So 160 and 70 is 210. There we go. Evosoda and Max Potion. And I'm just wondering why I didn't put that Octillery in play. Just because, what if he ends me right now down to only 1 card? And I lose the game? But probably that's just not gonna happen anyways, because he might end me down to 1 card, that's for sure. He might do that. I might see that coming, but yeah, and I'm gonna actually see that. Why in the world I didn't put that Octillery when he have 4 Guzmas in his deck? Okay, there's just the Ultra Ball and Energy Drive, so that's the knockout. He's moving down to only 1 prize. And I just need that double course energy play. Oh boy. Energy card. How many energies I have in my discard pile? 2 of them. Look at this. Space Beacon for energy, so I can take 2 energies. And I can Ultra Ball for Octillery. Oh, what a nice play. What a nice play. So I can grab Octillery, Abyssal Hand, get a DCE, and hit his top level for 110, 130, and grab the victory, and that's the GG. What a nice battle. What a nice battle, no question about that. What a nice deck as well. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this live stream today. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate. That is the deck list that I used in this video. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Let me know in the comments below also what you think about this deck as well. I mean, it's just pure madness how good this deck is. There's just no question about that. It's a lot of fun playing this deck. I really enjoy playing it. So not sure what else to say. If you came later to my YouTube channel, I see there's a lot of people watching it on my YouTube channel. Please make sure to check the video description and the link below, so you can basically find my Twitch account. So I would really appreciate if you can also click follow on the Twitch. The same thing applies for those who's watching on the Twitch as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the end of the live stream. So for now, definitely probably going to live stream later another deck, which is going to be Umbreon featuring Hoopa. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, we'll see you next time. So yeah, have a nice day and goodbye.